All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to upres your sequence and then consolidate or transcode it so that you can send it to online. So this is my sequence, and what I want to do first is I want to right click on the sequence and go to commit multicam edits. Now what that's going to do is Avid's going to make a new sequence, and in the new sequence all the groups will be removed, meaning right now I've got all these clips in my sequence. If I right click on it, you can see I can still see that there's groups in this sequence, but I don't want that when I'm delivering to online, because when I transcode or consolidate, Avid will transcode all of the clips in the group, and I don't want that. So right click on the sequence and go to commit multicam edits, and then click OK. All multicam groups were modified in the selected sequences. Okay. So now I open the new sequence, which says no groups right here. I open that. I'm also going to open the clips bin. I'm going to drop my old sequence in there to clean things up. So now this is my new sequence without any groups in it. And you can see if I right click on any clips, there's no groups. So that's what you want. That's the first thing you do. Now the next thing is you want to decompose your sequence. So you right click on your sequence and go to decompose. And I'm going to uncheck offline media only. And I'm going to choose captured and imported clips. Create new sequence. I'm going to uncheck that. And I'm going to check extend handles beyond master clip edges. And click OK. Selected sequences will be relinked to new offline master clips. Okay. And that's what I want. So now I've got a new sequence. Well, this is the same sequence. What I've done is I've made all the clips in my sequence offline, which is exactly what I want. And I'm going to take all these clips that were created from decomposing and drop it into my clips bin. Right, and so now I can actually upres my sequence. So so you can see right here, well, this title is online. But let's say, usually when you do this, the titles are also offline. So let's say that when your titles are offline, you just move your cursor, your position indicator over to the title, or you can select in to out. Just select your in to outs, right? And then go up to clip, recreate title media. I'll do that one more time. Go up here to clip, and then click on recreate title media. And it's not going to do anything right now because this title is still online. And that's totally fine. So, all right, so now I need to bring everything else in my sequence online. Right, so how do I do that? First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to relink all of the interview footage I have in my sequence. Right, so I go over to the AMA folder and I'm going to open the David interview bin. And these are all my clips. This is all the footage that's in this sequence. So I select all these clips and then right click on my sequence and go to relink managed media, and I want to choose selected items in all open bins. And I also want to, where it says relink by right here, you always want to use start time code. And since I use tape ID, we gave everything a tape ID earlier. I'm going to click on this drop down box and go to more and choose tape ID. And then I'm going to uncheck data, audio, create new sequence, allow relink across rates. Oh, I need to cancel this first. Before you even relink anything, you want to delete all of the audio tracks because we're not upresing audio, we're just upresing video only. All right, so I'm going to delete the audio tracks. Now I've got only video in my sequence. So I've got my AMA linked clips for the interview selected. Right click on my sequence, go to relink, managed media, selected items in all open bins, and then where it says source name, click on the drop down box and go to more, tape ID. So now I'm relinking by start time code and tape ID. And I'm going to uncheck data, audio, create new sequence, relink across rates, and then click OK. And now you can see all my interview footage is online now because it's relinked to the AMA media at its full resolution. So now I need to bring back all these photos online, right? So how do you do that? So the way you do that is because those are imported assets. When you have graphics or photos, those are all imported graphics or imported assets, right? So right click on the sequence and go to batch re-import, offline only, and it'll show you all the offline clips in this dialog box here. And right here, you choose the video resolution, and I want DNxHD HQ. And I'm going to import this to my consolidate drive because I'm going to eventually consolidate this sequence to my consolidate drive because that's the drive that's going to go to the online facility. So let's import all of these photos, right? So I'll select all these and set file location. And I just find where these are located on my computer. And this is IMG 4663. So that's right here. Then click on open. Then Avid finds all the other clips as well. And then you just hit import. And now all of those photos are online, as you can see.